what you want comes with a cost. Hoping it's gon' be okay. A pressure for tomorrow, need it for today. I'll be there for you, you there for me, we got each other. I want many kids, I got 3 sisters and 2 brothers. I know you the one if I could take you to my mother.
Now that was hot. Now that was hot, bro.
See me at the corner of your eyes when I walk, and now you watching, locked and profusely talking. She said she's a jazz musician, put my stocks in. She said she's a jazz musician, what? Put my stocks in. Trippin', niggas going tit for tat, that shit is super sad. I would never argue with you, hoes, my shawty super bad. Hair done, nails done, ass fast, super fat. You would get you one of these, is she from the lab? See your message on something, I don't need none of that. That chick in my jeans just like I'm Joe, but I ain't running bad. That chick in my jeans just like I'm
What's up, YouTube? It's Jay Buddha here. You got DattKidRob in the building.
Yo, what's good?
In the studio, Atlanta. You know the vibes. Call me up. Said we could do the interview today. How you doing, bro? How you feeling?
What you need from me, bro?
I'm doing great, bro. How you doing?
I'm chilling. I got a few questions for you. You know, we starting this new series called In the Stew with you know, different artists, up and coming, new. You know, be humble, but you know, thug, when you get out, hit me up, bro. So when did you first start, you know, music? Cause I remember backstory, like me and Rob knew each other since 6th grade, and I remember you was freestyling in that class.
Right. If you went to school with me, like if you know me personally, like you know I've been rapping ever since I was like small, like at the freestyling at the lunch table. I was always freestyling, I was always rapping. 6th grade, I was rapping.
I'm saying,
like, you know, it's just always been in my brain to just like make music. Always want to put my emotions into words from a young age.
it come easy to you? Like you just pop up in your head, you just go with it?
I wouldn't say it come easy to me, but if I'm feeling some type of emotion, I'm feeling some type of way, it comes easy because of that emotion. So I have to be feeling something to even rap. Like if I don't have nothing to feel, then I can't rap, because like everything I'm saying, like I actually feel this. Like even though this is like a trap song and it's a different vibe from what I'm saying, my shawty's stupid fine. Like even like that's how I feel. So face out the way. It's just like different ways to show my emotion on beats.
How's it like doing for you? Like, you know, lifestyle wise.
It's doing good, but like now that like I'm done with school, like high school, and now I'm going to transform into like figuring out what I want to do next in life instead of school, and figuring out, you know, there's college, there's music and all. It's different, you know, just trying to figure it all out.
Just like everybody else.
Just like everybody else, you know. I'm still human, you know. I still put my pants on one leg at a time, like everybody else. So I'm just taking it one day at a time.
What you think?
You know, and knowing it's gonna work out.
What you think your greatest song is?
Ooh, what's my greatest song? Morgan, what you think my greatest song is, bro? Sativa? Sativa?
Just so I know, I think it's called How to Be a JJ. I use Sativa on the beginning of it. Go check it out, get the views back.
Oh, that's a good video.
Yeah.
Sativa, man, Sativa was just man, Sativa. Bro, it was a vibe.
I'm talking about.
It was a vibe.
That was one of those songs that, like, you know, I had to wake up early in the morning for like a 7 a.m. drive or whatever, and that come on, bro.
Yeah, it's most definitely a vibe. I think Endless in the Sky is one. I really like Endless in the Sky.
Ground.
I like Ground.
Homesick.
Homesick.
Rookie of the year.
One of my favorite ones is Get It Right. People haven't heard that one yet. But Highs and Lows is really one of my favorite songs, because I feel like I rap and I sing about going through high points in life and going through low points, because it's real. Like you'll have a really, really good moment, and then you have a really, really like low moment. And like, bro, everything was just good for me. How can things be so low and then things get high again? So it's like trying to deal with the highs and the lows. There ain't no high for a low. So it's like just trying to figure out how to balance it all. And keep a humble head when you deal with the highs and with the lows.
Do you think that's a song you connect with the most?
Most definitely.
out of all of your content?
Out of all my songs, I feel like Highs and Lows is the most song I connect with the most. Most definitely because everybody goes through highs and lows. Right. We're human, so most definitely.
Where do you struggle with the most? Like in all of the music shit or the, you know, being known shit, like a local shit, all of that.
I don't really struggle with that, man. Like,
so you telling me you ain't got like no connections that, you know, been lost? Cause you know, obviously, you know, you grow out of people.
I mean, I grew out of people, cut ties with people, but like everybody I grew up with, still close with, still love them.
As it should.
Everybody on my side is on my side. I'm on their side too, so nothing to it.
Well, as you know, we just got done, or in the middle of getting done with one of your songs, which go down. Do you think, like, you know, the process for this song is usually how it usually like goes with all of them? Or have you, like, you know, struggled or just breezed by it like you did this one?
I even feel like on some other songs I breezed by even more than this one. I feel like this one wasn't a breeze by. I feel like this one even took a little bit longer than I would want it to take. But this is just how you like see the first session, of like how I do things. But this isn't slow isn't bad. It's slow as in like it's how I wanted to take it. I approach songs differently off of the beat, how I want to sound, how I want my vocals to sound.
Right.
So I think this one was taken at a good pace. But for slower songs, you kind of don't want to be sad for so long. So you kind of want to get those out the way. But hyper songs, you can kind of just repeat it because the beat just stops. You kind of go in the vibe for sure.
Yeah, I feel that. Do you put every song on the album, or do you, like, you know, you got some flops? Or it's something your personal.
I try not to make flops because I pick really good beats. I think that's the biggest thing with artists is that there's a lot of artists who aren't bad artists. They just pick bad beats. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The biggest thing about being an artist is picking a great beat. Because if you pick a great beat, there's like an 80% chance you can't fail.
Yeah.
But like if you pick a bad beat and you're a great artist, but like it's gonna sound repetitive. So like now 90% of your stuff will sound the same. But with me, even if I kind of mess up on some lyrics or something, at least 89% of my music should always be good or great. I go for great, but it should always be good because I pick great beats.
Right.
So we don't do flops around here. We do throwaways, but the throwaways will be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see, like, you know, a lot of things like that. Like, you know, you'll see people who say great artists are great artists because, like, you know, their flows and stuff like that. But you don't really see a lot of, other than, like, you know, people like Metro Boomin and stuff. You don't see, like, a lot of producers, like, you know, really getting their credit for what they be doing on a track.
There's some really good ones out there. And for one, there's one that goes by Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan, he's one of the hardest producers I know. Up and coming.
Yeah.
But I hate the up and coming word because he's here.
Yeah.
So you feel me? Yeah. That's how I look at things. Yeah. I don't think we're up and coming. I think we're all here. People just haven't seen it yet. But when they've seen it, we'll be way past here. We'll be there. We'll be somewhere else.
And they're gonna be like, damn, they've been here.
Then they've been here for a minute.
That makes
Literally,
sense.
bro. Yeah,
That makes sense.
it's just all about how you look at things.
So, in your perspective right now, you know, you feel like you've hit certain goals. You know, what are the goals in the future that you feel like you're gonna hit?
Kind of keep my goals to myself.
Makes
Because I feel like my goals are so high and I set them to be so crazy. But I set them to be so crazy on purpose to where I have to reach them. To where somebody who doesn't think like me would be like, bro, you're crazy for even thinking that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm going to be working with Travis Scott and Drake. Like, we got songs coming out in the future soon.
Yeah.
That's how I'm thinking. That's how I'm like making my music, knowing that my music has to be this good and this great for so long to
The
get
standard.
Yeah, it's a standard. Exactly. So like flops were like, no, we can't have that. We're trying to have songs with Drake. You feel me? We want to be the best of the best. You gotta work with the best. You feel me?
It's like, okay, so we talk about like, you know, music quality, like over the years, obviously, like, you know, you got some hard hitters right now, like some real bangers. But like, you know, in the beginning of all of it, you know, I remember back when on Spotify it was like, you know, less than 1,000. So you know, your first kind of like few albums.
That goes with the highs and lows.
Yeah.
As I was talking about, like you have one month I had 24 listeners for like 4, 5, 7, 8 months. The whole year I had like 24, 50 monthly listeners.
Yeah.
And I shot up to like 30,000 in a month off of sativa. And I went back and now it's like, went to 22,000 and now it's at 11,000, 12,000, 13,000. So it goes up as months go by. And it's like, that's why you have to keep a humble head.
Yeah.
Because some months you'll have a great month and some months it'll be down. But like we're human, so we have to just keep going, keep pushing, being consistent within the lows so that we can enjoy the highs.
So for other people, like in your journey and in your like, you know, search, because you know you have a lot of artists out there right now who are like, you know, the hardest shits ever, but like, you know, they just need that one chance like anybody else. Like, you know, the one chance to be discovered. Mentally, I feel like, you know, when you're alone or like when you're in your own head, that could really just be like, you know, the downfall of it all.
I feel like I struggle with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd be like, bro, I'm just waiting, but it's like you can't do anything else but keep going. You know what I mean? Because it's like that's why the ones who made it because they kept going. I can't like, you feel me? Like there's not even a thought in my mind to stop.
Yeah.
So just gotta keep going.
And as for everybody else, just cause you're not here right now, don't mean you not gonna get there. You know, just like you know, growing a beard or growing hair, you're gonna go through those ugly stages. You know, you're gonna go through those patchy stages.
I want my locks out, but they ain't too strange. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with it.
That just goes to say, stuff takes time. Stuff takes time to fruition, and that's not just for music. You know, skincare, people in skincare, people in YouTube,
Everything.
you know, just all of that. So I feel like, you know, how you feel and how you voice your trials and tribulations not only helps you like everybody else in the same industry as you, like in the same music world, but it just helps in people who just want to do their own thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's like what they deem as art. You know what I mean? Because you know, this is art for you. This is what you feel. This is what you eat, sleep, and breathe.
Most definitely.
You know, that's what people gotta remember.
Most definitely. It's on purpose.
If you give one word of advice to anybody who, like, you know, is currently looking up to you right now and just like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, mentally just stressed going through it, like, what would you say? What advice would you give them?
Do anything. Do whatever. Just do. I feel like that's where Nike hits. It don't have to be about Nike, but the word just do changed my life. Like I posted almost every type of every content. I just did something, and I was telling Morgan, like, if you did, you didn't lose because you tried. You did. There's a lot of people who have great minds and great ideas. There's the best athletes in the world, the best rappers in the world, who just stay at home and don't show their talents and let them be known. They didn't try. So like, I feel like the one word I can tell you just to do. Because you can be bad at something and get better. But if you're good at something and never do something, nobody will ever know. Yeah. There could be another Michael Jackson in this room right now just sleeping somewhere and he didn't do. But I'm not Michael Jackson, but I'm trying and I'm doing something. Like I'm gonna get somewhere. Yeah. I'm gonna get there. You know what I mean? We need Grammys on Grammys on Grammys on Grammys on Grammys.
And we know you.
And it's not just for, I want a Grammy. This is like just to tell myself I did it. Like I can do this.
It's not for anybody else.
This is for myself. Yeah, I did. I just was on a couple Grammys just to wake up and went to the side, be like, I did it. I can go back to sleep now.
You keeping your Grammys right next to you when you sleep? That's fucking. That's
fucking man. Is
fucking bold.
Is that bold?
Yes.
I might make one of my screensavers.
Bro, that's bold. Like, imagine.
I'm just talking. But those are like things like that. Like going deeper in life, praying for, and working towards. You feel me? Because you can't pray for something and not work for it. You gotta pray for it and go put it in action.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then continue to pray for it.
And then continue to pray.
You gotta keep God in your life.
Always.
No matter what. That's number one. Anything else you want to say? Anybody else watching?
I'll tap in with Josh, man. For sure.
J. Poodle, JP's in.
Appreciate you for having me, bro.
No problem, bro. Appreciate you for having me in the studio.
Always, man.
Alright, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. If y'all want more of this, text me, DM me, Instagram, Twitter. If you don't, that's too bad, because that shit happening anyway.
Facts.
But, see y'all in the next one.
Time to make the next song.
DattKidRob. Alright, bro.
Which one we cooking up, bro?
Around you niggas in my OJ. In my own space, I'm okay, I don't drink OJ. See me out the corner of your eyes when I walk, and now you watching, locked and profusely talking. She said she's a jazz musicianist, put my stocks in. She said she's a jazz musician, so what? Put my stocks in. Tripping niggas going tit for tat, that shit is super sad. I would never argue with you, hoes, my shawty super bad. Hair done, nails done, ass fat, she super fat. You gotta get you one of these, is she from the lab? See your message on something, I don't need none of that. That trick in my jeans just like I'm Joe, but I ain't running back. Went through all the highs and lows, got homesick from the things I laid. Through all the highs and lows, got homesick from the